Good evening, Aries. Welcome to your zodiacal reading for the month of January 2023. I already shuffled all the cards and they're all out in the spread, Tree of Life spread. I did have to start the recording over again to check your path because I'm still I'm still learning path work. So that being said, let's just get into it. Don't worry about the whole. Let's do what we do. Okay. Thanks for being here. Hope you're all doing well. Okay. At the height of your tree, in Keter, your pure consciousness, you have the Four of Cups, Lord of Luxury, the Moon in Cancer. Now this is a card of emotions, of course, but it's also a card of being abundant. Not like abundance, sort of abundance, which you also have here in your tree, but being not like wealth. You have enough. You have more than enough. Externally, in your environment, you have enough to make you happy, to make you feel sad, to make you feel content, whatever it may be. Inside, you have enough to make you feel all those things as well. Some say that this card, it may speak of having too many emotions because, not because, but if you look at the Ace of Cups, right, we have that pure emotion, and then the Two of Cups, which is the expression of the best expression of emotion, love. Three of Cup, abundance, having enough. Four of Cups, luxury. It's like, okay, maybe you have too much of a bad thing, too much of a good thing. It's hard to say. This is one of my birth cards in the thought deck, so I'm a very emotional person. Sometimes that can be overwhelming, for sure. Sometimes they win out, sometimes they help me. It all kind of depends on the situation. But for you, Aries, I'd say that they're serving you well in this reading, and whatever your situation may be. You are a fiery, passionate sign, and the Four of Cups kind of energy, I say, will serve you in a positive way. Unless, of course, it's not. That's all there really is to say about it. That's not all there is. I could go on, billions of people could go on all day about this card, but we don't have so much time. All right, let's continue into wisdom. Actions you can take, the Observer, the Divine Masculine, the Queen of Wands, funny enough. Okay, not so funny. This is Shokma, okay? And the Queen of Wands is the airy part of water. No, incorrect. Sorry, she's the watery part of air. Now, the Queen of Wands, as you can see, she's very blasé. She's very, oh, okay, whatever, it's fine. She's a little disappointed, but, she'll get over things, all right? Now, some say this is a mask that she's holding here, and that symbolizes that she's taken off her mask of ego and stuff like that. Others say that this is the king, the old king of swords, and she's cut his head off, right? Because she's got the dagger right here, and I kind of subscribe more to that ideal, right? Because why would she wear that mask, right? She's pretty hot. She doesn't need a mask, and she looks like, you can see her face. She looks like she just cut someone's head off, and it's just like, okay, whatever. Now I'm gonna do what I want. All right. This is coming up under wisdom, actions you can take, as I said. So for this, I feel like you could go about your month, not doing too much, seeing what's out there, being open to what's out there in your mind, but also not really being too excited about anything. Unless it hits you right here, right in the right place of the soul, if that makes sense. I'm going to continue. Okay. So Binah, understanding. Ace of Cups. Excuse me. Root of the power of air. Now, aces are potentials, okay? They're not anything yet, not really. But if you have an idea in your mind that comes to you in the month of January or has been looming in the back of your mind for quite a while, Well, Spirit wants you to know that it's time to sit down and figure out what this is all about. All right, it's coming up under Binah, as I said, understanding the observed, what she, the observer, is observing. All right, she's thinking about this idea. She's like, I don't know, maybe I should do it, maybe I shouldn't. I'm just not quite sure yet. Now, it's coming up under Saturn, right? And Saturn's all about limitations, being disciplined, maybe not being able to take out this idea, to do this idea, as it were. That's really all up to you. But I'd say it's worth taking a closer look at. Could be the idea to say, I don't know, open up your own barbershop, to open up a school, to start writing a book, to ask a girl out on a date, right? Something that's like, oh, I could do that. Oh, that's new, that's different. That's a clearing in my mind. I think of this idea, look at all this space that it creates in my mind. Right? Open for possibilities, a lot of potential. Understand it. Okay? Now across the abyss. Into Chesed, Knight of Discs, fiery part of Earth. What you need to be grateful for, the subjective experience, yada, yada, yada. Yeah. Knight of Discs he's a fella, but it could be a girl, right? Sex isn't important here. It sounds wrong to say, but it's not, gender is not important here, that's what I should have said. Okay. So Knight of Discs is a fellow or a lady who is kind of, I don't want to say dim-witted, but is kind of dull. All right, he or she just kind of goes around getting the food, right? Going to the grocery store, getting things for the family. Doesn't have any real emotions behind it, but that's okay. All right, they're strong-willed. They know what they need to do. They pretty much have everything they need, but they still get involved in affairs that they probably have no business getting involved in. Something I learned recently. And this is coming up what you need to be grateful for. Now this could be someone in your life that is providing you with food, right? Or assurance of some kind. Or it also could be you. You could be the Knight of Discs in this reading. You could be providing yourself with spiritual nourishment. I know that's not classically what the Knight of Discs is all about, but maybe, right? Why not? Knight of Discs is a mature energy, right? Because he's a knight and he's the mature of all the most mature, of all the court cards. But yeah, this is a card of just whenever it comes up for me, it's okay. I've got to go out. I got to do something. I've got to go get the bread. I've got to go get the mix. I got to go to Whole Foods. I hate going to Whole Foods, but I got to go there and get some stuff. So a lot of people are coming over, and I got to make the right meal or something like that, right? So you got to do it. I don't have to put too much thought into it, right? I just have to just get up and do it. So maybe for you this month, you have this energy of just being able to do things that you necessarily don't want to do, and you're like, come on, I don't want to do this. This is so stupid. I'm above this. I'm Aries. Why am I doing this? I'll do it, but whatever. Yeah, Knight of Discs, very mature. And elementally speaking, so far we are doing okay. We're doing okay, Aries. Okay. Severity. Challenges. Our very strength incites challenge. What is that from? One of the Avengers movies. Which one? I can't remember. I don't watch them as much anymore. Okay. Is that good or bad? Moffat. Okay, here we go. Princess of Discs. The earthy part of Earth. Alright. So why would this be a challenge for you? Well, the princesses are the purest expression of their element, right? So this could be a person we maybe see a future with. Princess or prince guy, right? Because she's pregnant, right? And she has the yin-yang hair, so this could be a good future, it could be a bad future, right? But she's of the earth, right? And it could be there's a lot of potential here, right? Potential to learn, to grow, to live, to love, etc. And for you, Aries, I feel like this is definitely a person in your surroundings. This is not representing you. Unless, which of course it is, and you are pregnant with some kind of idea and you don't know it yet, and you have to come to an understanding about it. Now this is coming up under Mars, which is your rulership, I want to say. No? Yeah. Okay. Just want to be sure. This is your rulership. So this is where the universe is kind of nudging you towards. Just like, get over that, get to that Princess of Cups. Yeah, no, just go over there. You'll be fine. Talk to her, talk to him, talk to, if it's a core card, so it's definitely a person. Whoever it is, it's not easy for you. For whatever reason, he or she is not an easy person for you to deal with. It could even be a family member, right? A sister, a brother, a mother, what have you, that you just don't want to talk to. And yet the universe is kind of giving you no choice. So, Princess of Discs. A lot of potential, but not easy. All right, let's continue. Into breath, your advice from Spirit. We have adjustment, Libra energy. This is justice and other decks, right? And adjustment is all about balance, right? We have all these balls hanging off this big thing here, and she is on her tippy toes, and she's holding, actually, the Ace of Swords right here, right? And she's holding it to keep her balance. And this is under the sun, and the sun is kind of us under our best light. So for you, Aries, I'd say whatever's going on, you want to keep your cool, you want to keep your balance, right? If you have an idea about something you want to do, don't go into it full-heartedly, or be objective about it, right? If there's a family member you're dealing with that it feels like they're impossible to deal with, again, try to be objective about it. Try not to be too Four Cups about it. It's overflowing emotion. You just don't want anything to do with it, which I can empathize with for sure. But yeah, this is your advice from Spirit. Your best light. Best thing for you to do is to keep your balance. Whatever you do, stay within yourself, stay balanced, stay centered. All right, let's continue. All right. Also this is your subjective experience and the objective world. So I have a feeling that you are feeling like the Knight of Discs, and you have to deal with the Princess of Discs. Now again, this could be, I should know this path, but this could be a romantic thing. I feel like it might be, all right? Even the way he's looking at her right there, he's like, yep, that's the one, I'm going to work. This is your rulership. This is what you need to be grateful for. Maybe it's a younger lady or a younger gentleman. Again, the genders don't matter, right? It's the energy. This is the more mature. This is the least mature, but this is the purest expression. Okay. Very interesting, Aries. Let's continue. Your thoughts and emotions? Wheel of Fortune. Or as it's known, Fortune. And it's coming up under Venus, planet of love. Right? So, the Wheel of Fortune, right? We have all these different deities here on the wheel. Right? One represents death, one represents life, one represents chaos, something like that. It's not really important. It is to some people, but the main point of this card is that you don't want to be outside of this wheel, right? Because outside of this wheel, that's where all the crazy stuff is happening, the stuff that you really don't have any control over, right? But see that? You turn around and around. All the other stuff keeps getting crazy, but right here in the center, that's where it's good. That's where it's safe, all right? And again, this is your best light. Staying centered, staying grounded, staying focused, understanding your karma, understanding what you do has consequences. All right? So you want to stay right here in the center of the card, in the center of the Wheel of Fortune, or just Fortune. Which it's under Venus, so it's not going to be so easy. It's going to be a lot of, what? Emotion. Dealing with emotion. For you in the month of January, I feel. Ups and downs. And a lot to go around. All right, let's continue. All right, now this is interesting. The way, your methods or means, the Bach. So on its face, this is coming up in, this card has to do with illusions, delusions, getting caught up in something, getting caught up in addictions, doing something too much, right? If you see the cups here, they're just kind of, that's a gross sound, but that's kind of what I hear when I see it. It's just kind of drip, 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 everything is overflowing, and it's gross. It looks like boogers and snot. It looks like Dagobah from Star Wars, right? But it's gross. But this is how you want to go about things this month, emotionally speaking. Excuse me. Got stuff in my face when I made the fart noise. Okay. So maybe you see the Princess of Discs here, and you figure, okay, she's cool, but she's a challenge, so maybe I should take her to a bar and get to know her that way, or him. And then you get to the bar, and then it's like you just get caught up in the drinking and the having fun, and then before you know it, it's like, whoa, you wake up the next morning, wait, where'd she go? What happened? Oh, Peace of Warrior Tarot, you told me. I know. This is why I love tarot. This is so interesting to me. How is this the solution to anything? All right, and the Rider-Waite-Smith is just a guy looking at a whole bunch of different emotions on the table and being like, what am I doing here? What the hell? This is too much. I need to... It's not thinking clearly. It's not seeing clearly. It's not feeling centered, which is where you need to be. But if this is how you operate, if this is how you need to do things in the month of January, right? If you need to kind of get lost in the sauce, as they say, do it. If it makes it easier, do it. But just don't get caught up in the sauce, right? Know what you're doing and why you're doing it. Okay, Aries? All right. Let's continue. So rude, I know. I hate when people do this. And that's why I'm doing it. Oh, this is your opposite sign. That's interesting. But what I'm looking for is your exaltation, which is the sun. Excuse me, I got excited. Exaltation is where you like to relax and chill out. So if your rulership is bringing you to this Princess of Discs, that makes this all the more important. Now Libra is your opposite sign. Zodiacally speaking, I'm not sure how much relevance that has. I don't know. I know a lot about your sign, and I know a lot about Libra's sign. But together, I would say it's going to be hard for you to keep your cool this month. But when you do feel relaxed, that's when you're going to be like, this is where I want to be. This is, why wasn't I doing this in the first place, right? Why wasn't I being wise like the Queen of Swords that I know that I am, right? Just cut the head off this problem, find my balance, understand this Ace of Swords, grab it by the handle, right? And achieve balance. That way, this overflowing emotion, right? This wealth of emotion, if you will, won't bother me too much. Or I can even make it work for me. Okay. And your path, I lost your path again, and I started the thing over so I could tell you your path. Yep, here we go. Chesed to Chest of the Tippereth. This is your path. Staying cool to being cool. But this is Chokma. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Chest of the Tippereth. Yeah. This is so unprofessional. I'm so sorry. I'm double checking because this does not seem right to me on its face. And it's not. Wow. Okay. It's the 2 C's. Again, I'm sorry. Path work is new for me, but this is your path. Boom. Queen of Swords to adjustment, right? Cut the head off that king. Using that Ace of Swords, understanding that Ace of Swords, and you find your balance, right? Cut the head off of the fear. Feel the fear and go for it anyway. I don't know. I'm getting those kind of vibes, all right? Also, this is very well dignified. It is in the middle pillar of air, so it's good to know. Let's continue because time is money. This is your subconscious. This is your sod, your foundation. Okay. There's 3 of Cups. It's abundance. Or Lord of Abundance. Now this is an energy of, okay, these they are good looking cups too, right? You got the grapes, you got the water splashing all over them, right? Like they could be supermodels, right? But they're not, they're grapes, okay? And this Princess of Discs could be a supermodel, whatever. This is an energy of like, okay, I really want this thing. I really want it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go for it. I know I shouldn't, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Abundance. Now this is ruled by the moon. And the moon makes us do things that maybe aren't the best for us, right? This is the moon in Cancer. Again, this is my card. I know all about this, all right? And this is under the place of the moon, right? So you have a lot of moon in your in your tree here. So a lot of emotions going around, and in the back of your mind, you want to go for something that you feel like is probably not in your best interest, but you're going to do it anyway. You're going to do it anyway. And it could, out of whatever happens, if it is in your best interest or not, that's really dependent on you. But this is the way for you to go, right? 7 of Cups. Just try not to get caught up in the sauce if you do get lost in the sauce, right? But you could experience an energy of going from this, and then I feel like a snap, and then you wake up and it's like this. Through all of it, what you want to do is maintain your balance. Understand that each action has a reaction of some sort. Okay. Overall energy, overall outcome, what all this is adding up to is the Prince of Discs. A lot of discs here. A lot of core cards with discs here. Okay. So the Prince of Discs, well, look at him here. He's got this chariot, right? He's got this globe here. It looks like he's bouncing a basketball, but he's not. He's got this bull here. I think it's a Taurus bull. And he's got all these ski balls in the back here on his chariot. They're not really ski balls or something else, but they represent, he's going around and he's getting things for himself, right? He's picking stuff up, kind of like the Knight of Discs, but he's not as methodical as the Knight of Discs, right? He likes to exercise for exercise's sake. He's like, okay, I'm going to the gym, and then I'm going to get a haircut, and then I'm going shopping with some buddies, right? And then I'm going to do this, and it's all happening for the Prince of Discs, okay? He's got the whole globe here. No one's going to stop him. Okay, Aries, it looks like nothing is going to stop you from doing whatever it is you need to do. There's something in you that needs to be exercised, be it through the body, be it through the mind, be it through social interactions, whatever it may be, something you feel like you want to do something and be exercised. Something needs to be exercised, excuse me. Now if you notice, the Prince of Discs is naked. Now this could mean that you are emotionally vulnerable in this situation, especially with that Princess of Discs, with the 7 of Cups here as the way to go about things. And fortune here in Venus, I'd say you're definitely vulnerable. Right? But Prince of Discs, nothing's holding him back or her back. Right? That bull's ready to go. You're ready to go. You're going to exercise, right? You're going to get your pinballs, your skee balls, whatever is here in the Chariot. And at the end of the month, if it's enough for you, then I say this was a good month for you. Well done. If this Chariot feels heavy and it was like too much, and it's like, why did I do all that? Why? And you're not feeling like you have balance, like you haven't understood how to wield this Ace of Swords yet, then you might want to go back to the drawing board, so to speak. Right? Go back to this Knight of Discs that you are and ask yourself what to do next month, so to speak. Alright, so that's it. And that's the reading, Aries. Thank you for being here. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you like what I do here on the channel, please hit the subscribe button. Smash, I don't know why I said that. But that's it. I feel like that's all you really need to know here. This reading looks okay. You're going through some stuff, and it's interesting and it's tricky, but yeah, it's good. Have a happy holidays. Until next time, sayonara. Don't get any on the Aries. Take it easy. Bye-bye.